Stuart, what was your take on that match today?
It's a sore one, Scott. It really is a sore one. And again, I don't want to be in here speaking to you guys as a glorious loser, but I see the reaction and the response from our supporters yet again, 350 of them in the corner, and I think that they've seen plenty from their team again today. I think they've seen us in a position, and many of them have been here through this long run of not taking anything against Rangers at Ibrox, and I don't think they've seen a team perform the way that we did today. So that's a real sore one on me. We appreciate their support, but they'll forgive me at this point if I feel a little bit sorry for the players and what they put in and the chances they created, and they didn't get anything to show for it in the end. I know my job, and I acknowledge my job was to make sure that we convert these chances and that we're clinical, but you know, I'm really set in a position where I think that we're performing to a high level, and if we can get that consistency, I think it puts us in a position to get back in a winning run, and get ourselves back into a position where we're picking up points in this league.
How are the players in there? Because that's now 2 weeks. They probably feel like they should have deserved more than what they've got out of the game.
Listen, Scott, they're as honest as the day's long. They really are. They're disappointed. They're disappointed for what they put in and the quality they showed and the bravery they showed in and out of possession today. They are a bit dejected. They are a bit despondent. But I would expect them to be being the professionals that they are. But I also know what they're going to do tomorrow. I also know that they're going to come in and approach their job the way they have done since I came in February. But I think for us, and as I say, I never want to be a happy clapper, and I never want to be glorious in defeat, but I think that we know that we're operating at a real good level at this minute in time, and for us it's just about turning the screw and making those big moments something that actually means something in the game, in terms of the points you come out with. I've been involved with teams before when you play well and you don't get something to show for it, and I don't want that to become us. Certainly don't want that to become us, but I think everybody in this stadium today, people listening to the radio and whatever, will have a fair reflection of how that game went today, and that we probably deserve to at least take a point out of it.
When you come up against Old Firm, particularly at venues like this, you think chances will be limited, opportunities are going to be few and far between, but that probably wasn't really the case today. How impressive is that? I mean, is that a sign of your team performing the way you want it to?
Yeah, 100%, and it's not just the chances created, it's the number of chances you limit them to, the limited saves, albeit, you know, he's exceptional at the other end. Liam Kelly is, when he's called upon, you know, he steps up to the plate, but ultimately today we were done by a deflected effort, and we had one or two of those moments and nothing seemed to fall for us in the other penalty box, 6-yard box if you like, but I think that the overarching part of it, Scott, is that how we handle the ball and how brave we are at times to play through areas of the pitch, for us to try and get into wide areas to cross the ball into the box, the combinations that people have been sort of raving about, and rightfully so, in the middle area of the park, and again, a 17-year-old to go in there, and especially for me in the first half, sort of dictate the game. You know, I look at young Lennon and I thought he dictated the game in the middle of the park. That's an incredible feat to come to a place like this and do it, when you're fully under pressure and you're playing against top players, but not just Lennon. I thought every single player contributed again today, so I have no concerns about how they're playing, how they're applying themselves. It's just about us trying to make sure that maybe I'm not standing here talking to you about the Brodie Spencer incident where, you know, he gets beyond James Tavernier, and I've just seen it back again. It's an incredible decision, although I thought Alan was decent in the game today, but you know, Brodie goes by James Tavernier, he's bearing in and goal, and the referee blows up for a foul the other way. I'm telling you that there's no contact whatsoever. He's actually breached him by running past him, so I find that incredible. I think James Tavernier fouls him once he gets the other side as well, and then there's a question mark, I think, about a handball inside the box, but all of that aside, I'm talking about it now as if I'm making it an excuse. I'm not. I think we've done enough in open play and other moments in the game where we've done plenty to score at least 1-2 goals in this game of football, and that's the bitter pill to swallow yet again for us. But listen, we'll pick the guys up again tomorrow. They'll be in again to get to work tomorrow, and if we acquit ourselves like that yet again when it comes to the Celtic game on Saturday, I think we get to the dying embers there, very, very competitive, and making sure that we've got a question or two to ask them.
Thanks for your time, Stuart.
Thanks.